Oh no! By which I mean the stream started.
Hi.
Alright. Swoosh. Let's get music going. Hello. There is a cat and a miss, and a bear who is also here, kind of. In this form. Hello, multitasking. I'm clearly not.
The non-joke joke. Classic.
Classic. What a mood. We're here to, in theory, doodle. I have no plans, I should have thought this through. Particularly given that both Jeeb and Kiro are busy today. Like I must
could always pull up one of those random prompt generators and just start throwing things at the wall.
Well, good. Codebot. It's Codebot, our random generator. Can do.
I mean, to a certain extent, Cresp has already drawn that on account of the large cat.
That's what I remember looking like.
Gigabash was kind of fun.
Yeah, it's nice time.
Very hard to tell what the hell was going on, but I think that was part of the charm. Also, the Rolling Yeti Boy was peak character design, as far as I'm concerned.
Heck yeah. Sad bat.
Also, the kaiju that was disguised as a large building was also very funny.
Yeah, that was cool. What is the kaiju's greatest enemy? A building. So what if the building fought back?
It's a mimic, but building-sized.
A mimic can be whatever size they want. Presumably. You cannot prove the planet is not a mimic. You do what you wish, Bear. Including resting.
Oh, mistakes have been made.
Mistakes?
Trying to draw boxes on a hinge. This is going horrible for me.
Hurrah, foreshortening.
Like, I know how the geometry works in theory, but that doesn't mean my hands know how to do it.
That's drawing. It's a nightmare.
I can't open it. The handle's been taken off.
Jeep, can't open it. Hi, Jeep. So it takes you a month to read 650 pages and then 2 days to read 300? No.
I mean, I would say that some books are good. Not all of the ones that you've been reading, apparently. But some books are good.
That was a cheap.
You've all got joy eventually. But you see, miss, there's a difference between we got joy out of the book because of the book, and we got joy out of the book in spite of the book. Oh, brown friend.
Yeah, what I'm drawing. Just zoomed out and saw skinny person. It's like, yes, not what Bear's drawing. Got it. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Lewis. Yes, we got our 600th quote.
It's funny you should call it that because sleep deprivation and drunkenness have a lot of the same like effects as far as like what like reaction time and what you can do.
Hence the new police sleepalizer. You can pull you over if you're feeling eepy. And throw you in a big comfy prison. Don't get got, miss. It's a big scale like kaiju. Yeah, I didn't know what to draw, and we got a quote about Gigabash, so I'm drawing the Yeti from Gigabash, to the best of my knowledge.
I mean, I recognize at least that's what you are drawing here, even if it's not exactly what it looks like. Partially because I don't remember exactly what it looks like either, but that is the vibe. The main thing I remember is they were very rotund, and they had the colored flop of hair up their head, and you can't see their eyeballs. Interestingly, so there's a single player, like, little campaign mode in there where you've got some of the, like, lore of the characters popping up, and most of the kaiju appear to be like, oh, this is a singular being, except for the Yetis. There's just, like, a bunch of Yetis.
And I'm loads of Yeti friends. They can all come along and bury the city in snow. Bear said they would draw tits, but they're gonna do some anatomy practice.
I mean, I would argue the anatomy practice has resulted in them drawing tits.
That is
Not
true.
very big tits.
That is
but
true.
tits.
There are tits. Brushes conspiring with Twitch terms of service. Oh! Yeah, it can be fickle. You had your your first positive experience last time, drawing with friends, yeah, it's a good time, and now this, like, the grim reality is setting in of having to deal with magma. Magma's frozen, yay!
I believe it's called a rock at that point.
Can leave and rejoin, yep. That's cool. Boom. May also be the possibility.
Doors do not open.
Thank you, Kratos. There may also be the possibility of you've selected a pixel somewhere. You're trying to draw, but it's not. Or it could have frozen. Both are possible. Boots are made for shoving, eh? Stopped on to say hi, you should leave now because Twitch plus these earphones are an auditory nightmare. Oh no! Well, have a lovely time, Jib. Be relaxed.
Jeeb has left with a request everyone draw a favorite character with their tits out. Don't worry, Lewis, I also can't draw titties, so I'm just gonna draw a melon.
Me either.
And hope the melon appeases the gods. Making curry for burritos. Huh.
Curritos.
Not usually a way I would think of doing curry.
Don't have a burrito mixture on hand, but the tortillas are going off soon. Curry mixed with rice and just burrito them. There's no reason you can't.
I mean, it's your food, Lewis. Eat it however you want.
I was expecting a butt at the end of it.
Yes, butts didn't come at the end. Unless the person is backwards, in which the case the butt is at the beginning.
Or if you're just working in height order, in which case it's about halfway. Define the metric.
Well, this looks more like a very strange beach ball, but... we'll pretend it's a melon. Yep. It's the wrong kind of shoes, Tori.
They're shoving shoes. Anyway, there was a mix-up in the locker room. Ooh. Look at you with your profile faces and defined chin lines.
I know the skull isn't done yet, but the lines are just... my brain is connecting those lines out into like a cone head ass shape.
What if?
Yeah, essentially.
Thank you! It's a mixture of shoving shoes and tits. That was the prompt for this.
He's having a hard time getting dressed this morning. Have fun with your Hollow Knights, Lewis.
It's a good game.
Remember to be respectful of the circus folk when they fight you. A friend of mine was working on that DLC and found out the hard way that you don't want to just immediately start attacking. think those are the right horns, but that's okay. Going off of vibes.
Well, keep cooking then, miss. Enjoy some lovely pasta.
What is? I mean, you just said what it is, miss. You've got pasta.
Grumble, mumble, frumble. Ooh. Yeah, it's doing all fancy forms and textures.
Textures? And magma?
I know, right? How frankly dare they?
Oh. Miss is getting a hug. They might not have any stuffing left afterwards, but we can restuff them with pasta. It's fine.
That's what the pasta's for. Pasta and hugs. Got both. Pasta recovers from the hug. How it works. Oops.
Miss, if your back is cracking when someone gives you a hug, you should maybe see someone about your back.
They did. They're the ones giving them a hug. It's what we in the business refer to as a chiropractic hug. And that's something that always bothers me. Is there isn't a word for what chiropractors do. There's only the adjective, chiropractic.
I mean,
It's not
part of the problem also is that chiropractor is used to describe a couple of different things.
Yes.
Some of which are useful, some of which are woo science.
We have both near us.
So do we.
They're constantly at war with each other. The ones that are like, we understand medicine, we know the limitations of what we can do, we're not going to claim to cure your cancer with chiropractic. And then there's the other ones who are like, elongate your life, get rid of chakra toxins, and to cure all your diseases.
The fun thing is we also have some in the middle where it's like, okay, but what you're doing is probably not helpful and it is in fact very dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't just poke around people's spines for funsies. Like, hello.
It's not just funsies, it's profit. The great chiropractic war of 25. I'm on the side of whoever can come up with a word for what they do. Because I think the word at the moment is chiropractic, and that's not a noun. Okay, how much they say it's a noun, it's not a noun. My vote is for something
I
like
mean-
chiroplasy, but that sounds like a disease.
The ones over here that are doing actual, like, good physician work that isn't either woo science or more dangerous than it really should be for a thing that you can just do in an office are essentially doing very specialized physical therapy.
Yeah.
Because physical therapy covers a bunch of different things depending on what parts of the body it is you're trying to help recover. See, miss, that just sounds like a dinosaur.
Chiropractosaurus. No, I'm up for that. Inhale curry wraps.
I suggest you chew them first.
Inhale. Do not take my advice. Yeah, steps on you, puts all your vertebrae back in place. I'm not drawing that because that involves drawing a dinosaur. But
Just draw a dinosaur lie. Doesn't have to be real.
I'm going to try and draw a dinosaur from memory. I got little grabby hands. Like vampires. And then got feathers.
Some of them probably did.
This one does. Good thing. Does Dracula have a first name? Yes, Count.
Now I'm trying to think of if he did in the book.
I can go get the book. Based on Vlad, right?
Well-
I don't know if it's the same person.
Well, I mean, that's
I'm gonna get
what
the book.
people have sort of added to the story, at least. Because it's evolved and changed over time. See, Stoker also wrote a couple of short stories with Dracula in them, and I don't think I've read those recently.
Couldn't find it, but I found Frankenstein.
But I'm pretty sure, because like the Read Dracula podcast refers to everyone with the like, oh, here's who voiced who, but they always just say with him Dracula or Count Dracula. They don't give a first name. Yeah, so with everyone else it's Jonathan Harker, Mina Murray, Louis Westenra, Quincy Morris, but with Dracula, it's just Dracula. And Redfield is just Redfield in the cast notes for Read Dracula. So I'm going to assume, because of how much work that they put in, he's probably just referred to as Count Dracula in the book. Victor. I call him Norman. I mean, there are things with Dracula in them where he does have first names. It's just that I think in the original book he didn't. Because I know it's a very popular opinion that he was based off of Vlad the Impaler, and so that's what he gets called in many things.
Got it. The spine was red, not black. I was looking for a black spine.
Yeah.
I'm now looking for it. He introduces himself as I am Dracula, which doesn't help. The Count.
Count how many times he's called the Count. No, don't do that.
Well, not immediately. One.
Yeah, I decided to look at the casting list with the Read Dracula podcast, figuring that they're very good at how they name their casting crew, and it's just Dracula. So I'm pretty sure in the book itself, it's just Dracula. Unless you're talking the version that's in Nosferatu, which is Count Orlok,
Yes.
I think. Something stupid like that.
Count Knockoff.
To a certain extent.
Count, they wouldn't give
Count
us a
legally
license.
distinct from.
Yeah.
And if the Dracula point-and-click adventures are to be trusted, the family names has a lot to do with dragons. Hilariously, I think that actually might be true of the actual Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, I remember looking it up. There's a connection. Would that mean
Drax kid and Castlevania's name?
Dracula could be a first name.
Well, In Castlevania, his last name is actually Tepes.
Tapas. Dracula Tapas.
Although I think that's actually his mother's last name. Castlevania lore is a little... No, it's, something like that. There might be an I in there somewhere as well.
Dracula Tetanus.
Tepes?
Remember to take your Dracula shots if you go abroad.
But in the Castlevania canon, I believe that's because that's his mother's last name. But I would have to look, and also it depends on the Castlevania canon, because of how old Castlevania is, the older games don't have much in a way of, like, story that you are following.
Dracula Tetris.
And also his name isn't Alucard, that's a pseudonym he's picked up.
That's even worse. He chose this.
His name is actually Adrian.
Classic fantasy name. Have you seen him? The man's a disaster. Or mislikes Adrian.
Okay, yeah, so the last name is Tepes. And I spelled it correctly, but also there's some weird symbols under the T and the S that my keyboard won't put immediately, which is probably why I've never seen it spelt that exactly, because I don't think most people's keyboard would do that. Hold on, let me see if I can copy and paste it into chat, see if it'll show up correctly there.
I'm surprised AutoMod didn't flag that as spam because of the diacritics.
Yeah. Yeah, same actually. Tepes but melting. Potentially.
Snubble mouth.
But yeah, in Castlevania, his name is Adrian Tepes. His mother is Lisa Tepes. His dad is Vlad Dracula Tepes.
It would make sense that, from what little I know, which is having played Symphony of the Night, it would make sense that he'd want to take his mum's name. Not a great father-son relationship.
No. In the TV show, they make it out so that it was he was trying to do the good father-husband thing, and then his wife got burned at the stake, and he went, fuck it. Which, to a certain extent, fair. But, yeah. The TV show is series, now there's multiple, basically taking the mix of stuff from the various game canons and turning it into a more coherent plot.
Attempting to turn it into a coherent plot.
I think they managed to turn it into a coherent plot. It's just that it's not exactly following game canon. But game canon is also kind of a mess, especially when you take into account the fact that the first couple of games were ye old platformers where there's not really any dialogue. God, it's been a while since I've watched it, though. I think there's also an implication that Adrian / Alucard of the TV show, it grew up, like, aged at a weird rate because of the whole half vampire thing. Oh, the main character, Victor Belmont, or I think it's Victor. It's one of the Belmonts. There's so many Belmonts. No, Trevor Belmont. Victor's later on. And then you also have Stifa, the speaker magician lady. And Miss is still aghast at him being named Adrian.
Random question. Where is Helsing? I just thought about the name Van Helsing.
Oh, in Castlevania? I don't know if there are any Helsings in Castlevania, actually.
Well,
Because it's usually the Belmont clan, which is the monster hunters that we're dealing with.
Well, I just mean Van Helsing, presumably meaning from Helsing. So I was just wondering where Helsing was.
Yeah.
No, I don't want the TV series. Fiction.
I mean, it is- As far as I know, that's just his last name.
Well, it implies there's a place called Helsing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's a place that, like, exists anymore.
I don't know, I just wanted to know what it was. But apparently he was born in Amsterdam.
It's a Dutch name.
Niels. Hence Van, meaning of or from.
And I find it very funny that so many modern adaptations are like, ah, yes, Helsing, the arch nemesis of Dracula, and meanwhile, in the actual book, Helsing just sort of knows that Dracula exists because he's read about it in a book.
Helsing is right. So you know the pub? The one off the turn off the field? Remember seeing the phone box, right? So you need to head down the road from that phone box till you see the old spruce tree. Also, I don't necessarily recommend looking up just Helsing, because that's depressing.
I mean, I imagine the first thing you're going to get is the manga / anime
Nope.
of the same name. Okay, I guess there are more things out there that are making the use of the name Helsing.
Mm-hmm. Helsing, Baldur's Gate, Baldur's, what? I can speak. Baldur's Gate south of Skyrim. What's south of Skyrim? That's where the Argonians are, right?
I mean, if you go far south enough, but I think it just south of Skyrim is the Imperial City area.
Oh, yeah. That's the Oblivion game. Wherever that's set. Cyrodiil, that's the one. Oh yeah, I was way off. The Argonians are in the southeast.
I mean, you're right that that's south. It's just further.
If you draw lines from the borders of Skyrim all the way south, it completely avoids the Black Marsh. So I think I'm wrong. I wouldn't mind, but I've played Arena, and you spend a lot of time looking at the overworld in Arena because you got to travel around the bloody thing. It's got a little chicken butt. It's a dinosaur butt. That came first. Dinosaur came before the chicken.
And not before the egg.
Presumably not. I'm assuming dinosaurs laid eggs, right?
Yeah.
I was never really a dinosaur kid. I quite liked. We had on the Super Nintendo we had the world famous game Joe and Mac. Everyone knows Joe and Mac, right? But yeah, that was the extent of my interaction with dinosaurs, really. 47 came before dinosaurs. Who do you think killed them all?
Okay, so apparently the last name Helsing is name referencing a Swedish province Hälsingland
Oh,
in Sweden.
that's a reasonable place for a Swedish province to be.
Which has a couple of different spellings in English.
Land of Halsons? Ooh. Wow. Umstov with
I mean,
Wendy.
it is currently still the name of the district there on account of the fact that this page is now talking about the popular sports or popular sport bandy.
Bambi?
Bandy with a D.
Oh.
I don't know what that is. Also, apparently, hockey is popular there.
Anything ending in E. I'm now trying to think of another
Bandy ends
sport
with
ending in
Y.
E. No, but the E sound. Hockey
Oh.
also ends with a Y. As far as I recall.
There's some pictures here of the bandy sport, and it looks sort of like hockey. So they've got hockey and another thing that's sort of like hockey.
I like baseball and rounders. I want you to know that I'm hearing this GIF in the voice of Quill. I like ducks.
Yep, I see Miss has posted some gifs. Yeah. Adrian being sassy, and then our favorite bear of an elf. Who does indeed like ducks.
Bear of an elf? Bear, I
Well,
thought
one,
you'd be
he
your
is
own
very
cryptid.
large. Like, you stick him next to one of your other elf party members, then it's like he's twice as big in pretty much every direction. And also he's a druid, so he literally turns into a bear,
Oh, nice.
which is how you meet him. He is in bear form.
I
Also,
missed
he's
a second body with the tids. Look at the shading on those.
And a tummy.
There. Sorry, I just looked at the shading of that and realized like how few strokes you did for the shading. Like not the cross hatching, but just like the solid block shading, and I'm like, you've given that such solidity. With like, you know, there's a stroke there and like 2 crossing there and like 2 down. It's like, what?
Something less is more. I don't know.
Oh, I'm aware of
And,
that.
Yes, I would not follow Mrs. advice. Do not look him up on Tumblr. You will mostly find porn.
Oh, nice. Have to draw a muffin. Muffin. Boo, Ragdoll.
I mean, if you want to look him up, I won't stop you. But I'm telling you, you're going to find a lot of porn.
I know it's Tumblr. I'm on Tumblr, you know. I know what it's like. Fraught.
He is a romanceable character in the Baldur's Gates. He is very free love.
Oh.
And yeah, let me see if I can.
Wait, hang on, I
This. That's the name of it.
Cat, you can go visit.
Big bear elves.
Road trip.
I have a feeling you are not going to find a bunch of burly elves there. You might find a bunch of burly Swedes, I don't know.
Can't get over the snubble mouth. Seemed right. Took a while, but it seemed. There is Muffin. Look at Muffin. This is a good muffin.
That's one way to draw a muffin top.
You're stealing it, yeah. I started drawing without an idea of what I was going to draw.
I don't know what you should draw. Maybe draw your own muffin?
Theo's nickname is Muffin, which he's ecstatic about. Yes, casually making a person sitting in a muffin tin makes sense and being recognisable. Yeah, it's just, you know, all in 5 minutes work for Bear. Anyone ever get a muffin casing tattooed on their button thighs? Well, never did design October's embarrassing tattoo, but...
I almost feel like October's embarrassing tattoo doesn't line up anymore.
It'd be funny, yeah. It's tattooed across body parts and no, it doesn't.
Like the arm was not lined up correctly when the tattoo was put on, and now it just the whole thing is just a wash. Flynn cupcake.
Mufflin, I guess. Flupcake or mufflin, either sound good. Up some other things, and I was reminded that Adrian wasn't always the long-haired blonde. Oh dear. Well,
so the version of Adrian or Alucard that most people are familiar with is got the long blonde hair and black coat. Looks a lot like his mom. But that's because that was the design used in Symphony of the Night, and then I guess after that, all of the other series just kind of went, yeah, no, we're just gonna use this, except for, and I don't remember which games it is. There's some of the games that are set like farther in the future, and so like he's like in disguise, incognito, or whatever. But there's a earlier game that he had a design in. Let's see if I can grab an image of it that will work. Yeah, Neo Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse.
Bless.
No, I refuse.
That's not my
That's
wife.
not my wife. No, I think like after Symphony of the Night, that's just pretty much this is how we're drawing Adrian now.
Also, I'll be honest, I thought he had white hair. I didn't realize it was blonde.
Yeah, I can see it. With some of the older images, it's a very, very light blonde hair, so it looks white depending on the screen. But the idea is he looks very much like his mother.
It's a chibi trash lad. I did think of Fritz when I saw it.
Because his mummy... His mummy looks like that. That is Lisa.
Oh no.
It's a very strong family resemblance.
E. Pretty. One day I would like to make art that looks like that. Very sort of soft textures, and I don't know if it's watercolor or what have you. Yeah, it's good style. That's not how you unsheathe the sword. You've unsworded a sheath.
I mean, that is how you do it if you've got telekinetic powers and your sword just sort of floats there.
We don't judge him. Really? We don't judge any of his choices. None. Huh, am I done for the night? Don't want to keep anyone up? What? No. No. I'll still be going for at least another half hour. I'm just trying to think of something to draw. I know I want to draw a Miss character, because I feel like I've drawn Miss more than I've drawn Miss's characters. But I also know that they're redesigning them, so I don't want to don't have any reference. I have the Ko-fi up. But... yeah, but it's also like
Whenever you like.
I want to draw a Rue, but I don't know what I'm going to draw Rue doing. My first assumption was it would be something that involved your goblin being crushed.
Eating a muffin?
I mean, Rue's strong, right? Don't stomp on them, they're your family. So what if... I need more references. Ever thought about it? Well, we're strong now. Strong enough to help a gobbo in need. I don't know how out of date these pictures are, but they're still good, so... They're not, but thanks. All you know is Mal's taller than her.
Which I'm guessing is... not something that actually results in any sort of, oh, my brain is dead. Advantage. There we go.
Tony in it. They shaved on both sides or just one? I can't see from references. Is that rude? That is rude. Both sides, thank you. What you got there? A knife! It's canon that she changes her hair on a whim. Oh. Which reminds me, I did want to get back to working on the style stuff from last year in April, and it is very nearly April.
Yeah.
we have any, Miss, outfits. Suggest outfits for a room. Also, we still need to do that outfit drawing OC thing with friends. I will write these down at some point and post them in Discord and say, hey, what do we want to do? Anatomy, hangouts, drawing OCs and outfits, etc. Many things to do with friends, and I little organizational skill. The Pinterest. Ooh. Ooh. The 90s. Ooh. Now, I'm not replicating that in Magma, that's for sure.
I like how I looked away and now I've looked back and there's two characters sitting in Muffin pictures.
Hey.
Well, 3 if you count Flynn, but Flynn isn't so much sitting as just like...
Flynn is the Muffin. Yeah, that last one, Miss, I'm using that as reference. I have that one saved. Style draws.
I mean, I look at the yellow one and I just keep thinking Ronald McDonald ass outfit, but that might just be because of all the yellow.
Someone draw Ronald McDonald wearing this. The hair's red as well, I guess. Usually she's in neo fashion, but that's mean.
That's actually kind of funny, Miss. My OC wears these clothes and I never draw them in it because that's mean. To me, the artist.
There are many variations of that. Of like, you know, oh yeah, my character has all these tattoos, which is why they're always wearing long sleeves. Now, miss, we don't want to ask awkward questions. They haven't steered. Oh, that looks lovely.
It's the classic piano falling from the sky. Looney Tunes nonsense.
I just looked at the first outfit that Miss posted, and I was like, I wonder what shoes they've got on. What kind of shoes are they wearing? And I look, and it's like, that's just a stand. They don't have feet.
Makes it a little hard to wear shoes.
Yes. Sorry, I just imagined Quinn, my mannequin character. And for some reason I was thinking of October Noir. And like the standard setup of the sort of femme fatale, and you can hear them approaching because of the heels clicking on the sort of marble floor or whatever. And she sort of enters frame, and then it's revealed that she's floating, and then it's revealed that she's holding like a Newton's cradle or something, and that's what was making the clicking noise. I don't know why I thought of that, but use your imagination. I have no imagination for shoes. This is the problem. So generic shoes. Miss, why are your glasses so big? Stylistically, I love it, but why? Can't draw circles.
Because then they become the whole eyeball.
One of those squished them. Gonna bite someone. Gonna say Sloane should be in a muffin case, then realise she's more shaped for a hot dog bun. Bear, you writing this down? The stone could be a pair of chopsticks. Next thing, how people interpret characters, he has a strong nose in this. I was sort of getting a... Okay, maybe I wasn't. Well, I was getting an impression of that.
To make up for Mrs. really tiny freaking out nose.
He didn't have ears. No, I forgot something.
The Wobbuffet mouth.
I was trying to find more Ru art here to draw her. It's been so long, ironically. Poor woman deserves better. Yeah, draw your characters. Exciting times. It was cute. It's gone now. Tiny dumb request? So long as it's dumb. Because it's your favorite thing about Ru, go ahead. Anything what can improve stuff.
We sit in anticipation.
Give her a trash power button tattoo. Oh, I see. It goes to show how much I look at people's chests.
This is why you can't draw the tids right.
Well, they say
You're never looking at them.
if you're an author, you need to read at least as much as you write. And thus, I cannot draw tids because I do not look at them anywhere near as much as I attempt to draw them. It's not going to improve it, it'll be a mess of pixels, but you love the awful tattoo. Or has a flat chest. You wanna? Mm-hmm. Now, fortunately, the style that I have for Ruin Durgesh does not involve an awful lot of anatomical concern.
That's an interesting way of phrasing that.
And there are many interpretations of it. Enjoy wondering until I do it. Which won't take long, that's all I'll say. Because it's the one after the next one. But the next one's a watercolour, so that might take a while. Not a real one, but...
That's what I was about to ask. Because it's like, well... Yeah, that's going to take a while if you use, like, actual watercolors.
No. It'll take several years of me learning watercolours.
As I said, it will take you a while if you decide to use actual watercolors.
But yeah, miss, draw a root, draw a root. Look at that mouth, that's hilarious. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with any of the pictures I'm looking at, so... Come tonight, Tumbiek, fair enough. But this is just a general call of, yay, you draw your characters, yippee. Let's do it. I like seeing people's characters. I don't think I thought this through. Like, I draw Miss more than I draw Miss's characters. I will redress this balance by drawing Miss's characters. And Miss.
I mean, to be fair, you've only drawn like half of Miss.
Yeah.
The other half is underneath the now.
Turns out I can draw a piano from memory. Unsurprising given that I'm currently listening to a piece of music in which I am playing piano. Need to re-record this one. Nice. It's nice, but it's old.
I feel like also the outsides of the standing pianos aren't really too terribly complicated. The insides are.
Oh yeah. If you ask me to draw the inside, I'll probably make a bit of a hash of it, but basically a harp with hammers.
Yeah. Pretty much. And heaven help you if you're wanting to try and draw an organ. Because those are much more detailed on the outside on account of the fact that you can see the pipes.
Yeah, a very extensive collection of flutes. It is an organ. Thing I always find odd is a lot of people, well, myself included to an extent, find sort of coming up with music on a lot easier on something like a piano, because it feels kind of immediate and instinctive and natural, and it's just a very sort of expressive thing. And a lot of people, a lot of composers would say the same thing, that just sort of the piano is the sort of best way to sort of just be you in the music, as it were. And I find it interesting because, my god, how many layers of separation are there between your hands and the thing making the sound in a piano? It's a Rube Goldberg machine when you look inside that bloody thing.
Yeah, that's true. I will say, though, in comparison to some other instruments, assuming you have one that, like, works and is tuned, there's a lot less, like, particular physical skills that you have to know in order to make it play a note. It's just push key, hear sound.
Yeah, compare that
but
to...
that might just be because I know folks who've played various wind and brass instruments, and boy howdy, is there a particular way you have to have your mouth shaped in order for that to sound like anything other than just wheezing or just the shrillest shriek you've ever heard.
I played the trumpet solidly for 7 years and I still couldn't get the hang of it. I'm starting to think maybe I just had the wrong mouthpiece for my mouth. I only ever used one mouthpiece, so I probably should have tried another one at some point. But that is...
Meanwhile, you can put a toddler in front of a piano and have them make noise with it.
Yeah.
For better or worse. A toddler with hands can play this instrument.
A toddler without hands can play the instrument. Hit the keys which move the hammers which strike the strings. You hit the key, which presses a lever, which raises an arm, which... Is that the thing that pulls the spring? Can't remember. It's been a while since I've looked at the mechanism. It's more complicated than you'd think.
Yeah. But it again, if it's assuming it's all connected and working, easier than playing a harp. Because plucking harp strings is not as simple as it looks. About the only other instrument I can think of where it's like, yeah, no, you don't need to... There's not a whole lot of technical skill involved with getting it to make a sound is, like, xylophones.
Yeah. Low skill floor, high skill ceiling. All I know is it makes a loud noise when it falls on a goblin. So does the goblin. Look at that. We've got Bear is working on their Theo and a muffin case turnaround for that animation that they're gonna do of rotating Theo in a microwave.
Why are you putting the muffin in a microwave?
Well, it's one of those microwave mix things. Oh, look, a shiny. Soften the middle. Oh, that too, yeah. Yeah, Bear used to microwave the muffins in the morning. See? I just made it up, but apparently it's a thing. I just wanted Theo to rotate. Put them in the microwave to soften them a bit. I may have to try these. Extended muffin techniques.
I mean, I know cake in a cup in a microwave is a thing.
It is.
But,
They will animate Theo rotating in a muffin case, and if I animate Mal rotating in a martini glass. I'll do that. Sure. Sounds fun. I wonder if I can set a thing up if the stream ever buffers to have that as the buffering. It'd be good. Be right back screen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you would set up a system to have it figure out when buffering is happening, but be right back is easier in the sense that that's just a thing you activate yourself.
Eee. Taking up on that. So many shinies. Guys done? I'm pretty much done for the evening. Did some good doodles. We have many a doodle.
Of Mrs. Suffering.
Brilliant. Let's call it. I like this manager bear. Right, gang, we're gonna call it here. It's good because it means that somebody has like any kind of managerial abilities, which I don't. But yeah, good doodles were had and good chats were did. It was a lovely time.
And we got to have Miss freak out over the name Adrian.
Yes.
Very funny to me.
And Kat realised that they live right near to a place full of big bear elves. Not to mention several tids. Not taking the blame for people not getting sleep. We're not, but you're not going to keep us up. We are adults. We can. Many is the time I've ended. Well, yesterday, in fact, I said like, I'm going to end the stream. Bye, everybody. And then after that, Ragdoll and Dark kept playing the game. You know.
Yeah, Bear. It's like 3:10, 3:15 here, so I'm good.
Yeah. Ragdoll certainly isn't going to be kept up by this stream. If Ragdoll's being kept up by this stream, something's gone severely wrong. Good nap time. Bye. That'll be a stream. Everybody look forward to rotating Mal and Theo. And also all of the new Ru art. Tori wearing Toby's shoes. They do look like Toby's shoes, actually. Begs the question, is Toby wearing Tori's shoe? They would not fit. Root. Root. A root? Droodles? If you start doing that, let me know. You'll draw Theo. I have too many things on the go. I was supposed to release a video today. That's going to get done like next week. By next week, I mean next Sunday. For reference, the reason it was supposed to be done today is because it's called Mother's Day. And in Britain, it's Mother's Day today. And I thought it would be nice to finish it for then. It doesn't have to be, I just thought it was a nice deadline.
Well, shoot for a different Mother's Day. When is Mother's Day in the US?
It's like in June or something. It's nowhere near ours.
Nah, it can't be June, because the joke with that is you have Mother's Day during the school year so that the teacher can help them put together a gift for Mom.
Oh, that's nice. Ours was a church thing. It was Mothering Sunday. Your mother church.
May 11th.
Oh, May. Oh, I'm definitely going to get it done before May. Bloody well hope I'm going to get it done before May. Yeah, that's my current... I was going to say that's my current shiny. I've spent the entire day working on a game, but one of... A game that isn't Chaos Chess. Yay. Next week is close enough. It's May there, okay. Like I say, I think we're just a bit weird with Mother's Day and Father's Day because it comes from an earlier tradition, but co-opted by greetings cards. More poison!
Wouldn't surprise me.
But yeah, speaking of tradition, we'll be back next week. Swoosh. We'll be back with height chart doodles in the morning on Tuesday, and then more Hitman 3 in the evening. Maybe we'll work out what that cannon does. Easter Bunny's gonna lay so many eggs soon. All the bunny eggs. I believe, isn't my birthday on Easter this year? Good Friday, yeah. Everybody give me eggs for birthday. Dinosaur eggs, preferably. Height, man. Can't quite figure out how to download the PSD? I will download it for you and stick it in Discord. Or Ragdoll will beat me to it, which is what happened last time.
I mean, seeing as I'm doing it right now. Yes.
The teacher's here with the resources. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Hope you all have a lovely week ahead of you. Yeah. Streams return on Tuesday, etc, etc. Have a grand. Hope everybody who's not feeling great is feeling better soon. Hope everybody who's feeling good feels great. You have a week. Yay! It'll be fine. I always name these canvases in Magma. I always just name them something random. And I called this one hi. And as a consequence, Ragdoll posting hi.psd in the Discord with no comment really doesn't look like a virus at all. Don't worry about it. You can click that link, it's safe. Anyway, yes. Gonna finish your book. Yeah, go do that. For now, we will leave. See you around, everybody. Have a lovely week. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye.
Bye.